the BarRoom Project on Facebook, and on YouTube, like and subscribe to get to Rock Review of the BarRoom Project. But not till after the show, you don't want to miss anything. As I said before, tonight's topic is Christmas songs. And that's why Mike doesn't have a Les Paul, because Santa's got his Les Paul right there.
Santa's got it right there.
And his Les Paul is those candy canes, right?
Well, that's what I want.
Yeah, okay. But before we get to Christmas songs, I do want to say, let's remember Mike Nesmith of the Monkees.
Mike passed away this week.
Passed away 1 week ago, died of heart failure at 78.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got to see him a couple of years ago down at Dallas Theater in Albany. I think you were at that show.
I was there, yeah.
And my friend Steve was there. It was a great show. Got to see him.
And if you don't know, he was the one monkey who pushed for the Monkees to actually play their own instruments, write their songs. And if you get the Monkees out of headquarters, that was basically his idea. And not only did he write for the Monkees, before he joined the Monkees, he was a folk singer. And he wrote the song Different Drum, which was recorded by Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies in the early 60s.
Wow.
And after he left the Monkees, he formed a country rock band called the First National Band, and they had hit in the early 70s called Joanne, which the Monkees played when we saw them. So, Mike Nesmith, everybody. And speaking of the Monkees, since we're doing Christmas songs, we might as well start with the Monkees. And I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it because I don't speak a lot of Spanish. Rayo, Rayo, See You. It's a traditional Spanish song that the Monkees sang a cappella on their 1967 Monkees Christmas Show episode on the Monkees TV show. And they learned it from their producer named Chip Douglas, who was in the Turtles, and before that he was in the Modern Folk Quartet. And he taught them that song. They played it a cappella on their Christmas show in 1967. The last Monkees album came out in 2018, which was called Christmas Party, which was all Christmas songs. And actually, Mike and Mickey, actually I think they got a little audio clip for it. And put it on that album. But it is actually a song about, since I don't speak Spanish, I looked up the translation for the lyrics. It's actually about the nativity in that song. So I'll read some of the English translations. This one is born the great king, Christ the patriarch clothed in the flesh. He redeems us when he's made himself small. So, if you want to hear that song, it's probably on YouTube somewhere. Get the Monkees box set, or get the 2018 Monkees album, Christmas Party, to hear that song. Okay, next up is Peter, Paul, and Mary with Light One Candle. This is actually a Hanukkah song, not a Christmas song, and it tells the story of the Book of Maccabees from the apocryphal part of the Bible. So, a little history. Kid Hutchinson, the history teacher, is going to tell you. 200 years before Jesus, the Jewish people revolted against their Greek rulers because the Greek rulers tried to set up a statue of Zeus in the temple. The people that led them were the Maccabees family. Eventually, the Jewish people retook the temple, and they had to rededicate it. But the dedication ceremony took 8 nights, but they only had enough oil for 1 night. And according to the legend, that 1 night of oil lasted for 8 nighs. That's how they got Hanukkah. Anyway, in the early 80s, Peter, Paul, and Mary wrote a song called Light One Candle, which told that story. And they also took it a step further and made it a plea for peace and freedom for all people. Here's some of the lyrics to Light One Candle. Light one candle for those who are suffering, the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all who believe. Let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace on the song that is in our hearts. And also, you can also say it's a Christmas song because before Christmas we have Advent, and one of the lyrics to the song is Light one candle, for we know the peacemaker's time is at hand, and of course, who's the peacemaker? But Jesus. So, Peter, Paul, and Mary, Light One Candle. I would love to play the song with BarRoom Project someday. I don't know if they're listening, but we'll hold them to it. Okay, after Peter, Paul, and Mary, I have Roy Wood and Wizard. You've all probably never heard of Roy Wood and Wizard. Roy Wood was one of the original members of the Electric Light Orchestra. He left the Electric Light Orchestra in a dispute with Jeff Lynne over musical direction of the Electric Light Orchestra. And because if you remember, the Electric Light Orchestra had cellos and violins. Roy Wood wanted to add saxophones and trumpets and all that. So, but he did, their biggest hit in England was a song called I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. And it actually reached number 4 in the UK charts. And Roy Wood, actually, he released a new version of that song every couple of years. In fact, this year, he re-released it again, and it went all the way to number 21 in the UK charts. So if you've not heard it, it's on YouTube. Check it out. I don't know what the camera is, if the camera's picking up the television screen or not. But he's the guy in the white beard there. He's Roy Wood. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Well, it's sounds like the Electric Light Orchestra with horns, basically. Okay, next up, I got The Band. Christmas Must Be Tonight. So in 1 week, the song's going to be true. Anyway, Robbie Robertson wrote The Christmas Must Be Tonight. It appears on their album called Islands. And if you listen to it, it sounds like a typical song by the band. Robbie Robertson on acoustic guitar. Rick Danko sings lead. Richard Manuel and Levon Helm sing harmony on it. Garth Hudson plays an accordion and a little piano. But the lyrics of the song are about the birth of Jesus from the point of view of one of the shepherds. It was never really, I don't know why it was never really a big hit Christmas song. You'd think it would be, but it wasn't. But, here's some lyrics. From the point of view of the shepherd on Christmas night, here comes Joe. I saw it with my own eyes, written in the skies, but why a simple herdsman such as I, and then it came to pass, he was born at last, right below the star that shines on high. How a little baby boy bring people such joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. It must be Christmas. It must be Christmas tonight. Tonight. 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. That's just the name of the song, Ella.
Yes.
1 week, yeah, 7 days.
Yep.
Okay. The next song I got is John Lennon, the Classic Auto Band. Happy Christmas, War is Over. And before people get mad, I know some people get mad when you spell Christmas with an X. The X is actually the Greek letter chi, which is the first letter of Christ in Greek. And the ancient Christians, what they would do is they would make little X on their doors, which meant chi, which meant Christ, to secretly say they were Christians. So they would get persecuted. So that's actually it doesn't say Happy Christmas.
Defense is right.
But I like that way. So I used to get upset when I saw that, and I found out that that was the chi. So yeah. Okay. So this is actually started out as an anti-war song. I mean, the refrain is at the end, war is over if you want it. War is over now. John Lennon said, I need to make a happy song, a holiday song, to get my message across. That's why I came with Happy Christmas. The main idea is to ask people to be active in the world, what they're doing. The song starts out, and so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year older, and the new one just begun. We heard this all. We hear this all the time. Although when it was first released, it wasn't a big hit. It wasn't actually a big hit, and didn't become a holiday classic until after John Lennon died in 1980. But it's one of all 4 Beatles have Christmas songs. John Lennon has Happy Christmas. Paul McCartney has Wonderful Christmas Time. George Harrison has a song called Ding Dong, which is about New Year's. And Ringo Starr came out with a whole album about, I think it's called I Want to Be Santa Claus, or maybe that's still in, but Ringo Starr has a whole Christmas album. Next up, I have Joni Mitchell, The River. This comes from her 1971 album, Blue. The album is as old as I am, so if you want to know. It's set during Christmas, but it's really not about Christmas. It's about this Canadian who lives in California and is disappointed and it's green at Christmas time. Also, it's also about a relationship ending. She hasn't said it is about this, but a lot of people think she was dating Graham Nash and they broke up. Graham Nash is probably Sills and Nash. A lot of people think that song's about that and that relationship. And part of it, she's sad because she just wants to get away. She wants to be cold on Christmas so she can get on a river to skate away. But in California, it's not cold on Christmas. She can't skate away. I only got one more song left, so someone might want to get the band, alert the band. Oh, and I forgot my phone. I was going to do something.
Oh, it's right here. Is this it?
Yes, can I have it?
Thank you. You're done early.
Okay, next up, the last song I have here is Greg Lake, I Believe in Father Christmas. Greg Lake was in the band Emerson, Lake and Palmer. He was actually in the band when he wrote this song, but it wasn't released on Emerson, Lake and Palmer album. It was released as an independent single. It made it all the way to number 2 in the United Kingdom. And a lot of people think it's a holiday song, but it's really him protesting the commercialization of Christmas. He thought people were just using it as an excuse to just, he didn't like, Greg Lake, he passed away, didn't like the fact that everyone was just, at Christmas, just buying stuff and buying more stuff. He wanted it to be more about the holidays and being together with his family. And so he wrote this song called I Believe in Father Christmas. For those who don't know, in England, Ella, do you know what Santa Claus is, what they call Santa Claus in England? They call him Father Christmas.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So he really wanted instead of being all about buying stuff, he really wanted Christmas to be more about the holidays. So the lyrics go, I wish you a hopeful Christmas. I wish you a brave new year. All anguish, pain, and sadness, leave your heart and let, you know, I really should learn to write meter.
Get reading glasses.
And let your night be clear. They say there'll be snow at Christmas. They say there'll be peace on earth. And I wanted to do original songs, but I just wanted to point out, I found this Beatles cover band and called the Fab Four. And oh, that's not it. And they came out with an album a couple years ago called Hark. Like this looks like Help, you know, from the Beatles album Help. And they did the lyrics are all Christmas songs, but they did them to Beatles tunes. Yeah, that's it. So Hark is done to Help. So instead of Help, I Need Somebody, it's Hark. Caroline will sing. They do Jingle Bells to Tomorrow Never Knows. My favorite on here, maybe we'll play a little bit of it. They do What Child Is This? To Well My Guitar Gently Weeps. I think it sounds really good.
Gotta make sure they check it out. How are we doing? We're waiting for him. He just called me and said he's on his way. So we gotta get his chair off.
Okay.
Get his chair ready.
So before I go,
All right, we'll put it right here in front of the Christmas tree. How's that?
before I go, in the comments, let us know what you think. Which of these songs you like? Are there other Christmas songs you think of? Because I just wrote this list, I think Thursday. And what do you want for Christmas? By the way, I want tickets to see Genesis in London, along with the plane tickets to get there.
And lodging.
And lodging too. No, I'll just, Phil Collins will just put me at this place.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Okay,
That would be
so we're
great.
gonna get ready for Father Christmas right now.
Yes, we are waiting for him.
Okay.